Good morning, and greetings once more from the north of Georgia. I'm up near Woody Gap on the Appalachian Trail, and today, which is a very special day because it's Earth Day today, it's also Easter Monday. Now Easter Monday is a big holiday in the UK, but here in the US not quite so much. But my friend Dan is with me today, and he has the day off work, which is fantastic, so we can walk a little trail ourselves. So here on Easter Monday, we're actually heading up to Preacher's Rock. We weren't up early enough for sunrise. It would have been, I would have meant getting up probably about 4 o'clock in the morning to drive all the way over here and then hike up to Preacher's Rock for the sunrise. So because the clouds, it was going to be a blue sky morning, and didn't look like sunrise was going to be all that special, so didn't make the extra effort to do that. But it's still a fantastic morning. As I say, blue skies, the sun's filtering through the trees right now, and I think we're going to have a cracking walk around. But yes, looking forward to this. I'm not sure about photographs today, but I'll talk to you about that a little more later on. Anyway, on up to Preacher's Rock and see what the early morning sun looks like from there. So this is Preacher's Rock, an absolutely amazing viewpoint. I've been here for many years and I've never been up here before, so if it wasn't a couple of hours drive away from the house, I think I would be up here all the time. Anyway, I was going to tell you about the photographs today. So what I was going to mention was that it's a very harsh blue sky day. So I knew that the sunrise wasn't going to be that special. So what I have actually done is, although I brought the small camera with me, the one I normally take when I'm backpacking, I also brought my infrared with me today. And I thought maybe with the new leaves on the trees and the blue sky, might make for some interesting images. So as I go around this loop hike today, I'm going to be breaking that out and giving it a try as well. So the actual hike today is just under 10 miles, I think. I'm going to do the loop hike as mentioned in Hiking the Appalachians, the Mark Oleg trail description, which is really detailed and very good. So starting at Woody Gap, we come up here to Preacher's Rock, and then, as I say, we head along the ridge line here before diving back down towards Dockery Lake, which is down here in the bottom of the valley there. There's a couple of side trips off to waterfalls, which we may well do, and then we hike back up out to the Highway 60, where the overlook is down there. And we left a car there just in case we don't want to complete the loop by coming back up over the knob, which is it's a bit of a hike back up over the knob, and by all accounts and Mark's description, the trail is not that well used, and there's a lot of blow down and stuff like that, and it's quite a hike up out of there for the end of the day. So we might not do that. We'll have to see. But looking forward to it. Should be a fantastic hike, and I hope I get some pictures anyway. So this is the second viewpoint along the Big Cedar Mountain here, and what a fantastic little campsite it is. You've got the best of views. Probably get a sunset view at certain times of the year, although I think the sun will go around the back of the mountain there to the west, probably in the middle of the summer. So in fall or early spring you can probably get a good sunset, and then you got this lovely flat area of grassy slope beside the campfire there. So quite a wonderful campsite, I believe. Have to come and try it out sometime. I'm just standing here on the trail just listening to the bird song. It's the perfect temperature, beautiful spring day, all these new leaves on the trees, and so far the trail has been just fantastic. Obviously it's part of the Appalachian Trail, but we've been walking, well, first of all we started at Woody Gap and then up to the top where the Preacher's Rock, but once we got to that high point of the Preacher's Rock on the top of the hill, then it's been a gradual, very nice, easy walk down the ridge, and we're almost to the junction where the Appalachian Trail continues north, and we tuck back down to the right, which is the Dockery Lake Trail. So almost to that junction now. But lots of wildflowers out, hastas, and of course the trilliums, some rue anemone, things like that. So very pretty so far. This is another very pretty section of the trail. We're down now to the Pigeon Roost Creek, I think it was, and quite a bit lower down, so you got a lot of the rhododendron bushes, but there's still dwarf iris on the side of the path, and a bit more tree coverage, so the heat of the day is kept off us a little bit. I think it's getting up to the 80s this afternoon, so it's going to be quite hot by the time we finish this hike. But no, it's a very pretty path, and still not a steep descent, so we're not jarring our knees as we go along. Very pretty indeed. So down there is the top of Martha's Falls, which is where the Pigeon Roost Creek falls off the top of the escarpment. Now we scrambled down there. It's quite steep and covered in rhododendron bushes. So the top of it's pretty much covered over, and you don't really get a very clear view at all. So we're going to go further down the trail and then try and see if we can see something from down the bottom. But I think the Twin Falls is actually before that, so we'll go check that out. There's been a lot of rain recently, so it should actually be flowing quite well. We'll go check it out. So we made it up to Twin Falls, so no path of course, there's just a scramble up here. But because of the rain recently, quite a lot of rain, we've actually got a very nice flow across these falls. I've gone and set up a camera over there. I'm going to take a couple of pictures, and in a second I'll lead you through that. But it's a fantastic waterfall, well worth the trip. So this is where I've set up for Twin Falls, and Twin, I'm sure you can see, one comes down from the right, one comes down from the left, meets in the middle and flows out of the picture. So that's why I've come to this position. I wanted to get it kind of symmetrical with the two flows. I've got this these rocks here with these vines growing across them. That's my foreground interest, and then across the water is flowing down out of the image. The sun is also catching these new green leaves here and making them very bright and almost lime colored, which is very pretty. But obviously the sun is very harsh as well, so the color might not work very well for that reason. So I've gone ahead and taken that in color and in infrared. The infrared might work because the deep blacks and the bright whites where the green turns to a white, that should work quite well. But again, it's quite a harsh day, so I'm not sure anything is really going to work. Anyway, you can have a look at both of these and leave a comment for me which one you like best. And we have made it to Dockery Lake, which is actually very beautiful today. The blue skies contrasted quite nicely with all those lovely green leaves. Now the trail itself, just after we left Twin Falls, probably only about half a mile down the road, that's where the low point of the trail is, and ever since then all the way up to Dockery Lake here, it's been a slow steady climb. Quite a lot of wildflowers, which is nice, a lot of iris and the heartleaf foam flower, but also just a very pretty walk and not too steep. But I think now we have one more climb to get back up to the overlook and where the car is, so that's what we'll be doing now, heading on out. And there we are, finished. So that last little bit was all uphill, but not too bad. Certainly a fantastic walk all the way around. And yes, we made it to Preacher's Rock on Easter Monday. That's a good thing. And also happy Earth Day, everybody. But for today, that's the end of this video. We'll take this car up to the top back up to Woody Gap and collect my car. So we'll see you next week. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.